Pigman 202, an XMT rider of Reverse Mark. Two legends facing off. High Elves and Nurgle. But this isn't your normal Nurgle. Which, I'm gonna pause it. 1 second here. Can I just say, Nurgle is my favorite DLC so far, okay? Shut up. They took a D tier blob faction where the two viable strategies was Chaos Sorcerer Lord and two Exalted Heroes trying to hero hammer your way to a win, or Kugoth Plaguefather and a horrible blob trying to blob your way to a win. And they gave him a DLC that made Rush viable for them, made the blobs less good, gave them multiple kinds of Rush. You can go with Rot Knight Charge, you can go with Plague Ogre's Monstrous Charge, you can use Bile Trolls to also supplement that Monstrous Charge, Pestigores to give you arm-piercing infantry to get through the front line, upgraded Beasts of Nurgle a little bit, gave you Tamarkun, which is another aggressive lord. It's just good. It's the best DLC I've ever seen as far as multiplayer goes. It's sick. It's awesome. I love it. So, yeah, props to CA on the Nurgle DLC. I've been really loving casting it, really loving all of it, and, like, not all DLCs are winners as far as casting goes, like the Shadows of Change 1.0. 2.0 was pretty good, but 1.0 was pretty bad for casting. A lot of the new factions were just super toxic, and the Empire and Dwarves have a lot of cool stuff I enjoy, but they also have some dumb things for casting, like the Land Ship and the Dwarf Thunder Barge. So, yeah, not everything's a winner, but amazing job on Nurgle from a DLC perspective. Fucking love it. Anyway, enough praise, back to being a shitter for a while. It is Chaos Knights, Pestigores, a Beast of Nurgle, and Epidemius trying to charge, or Epidemius charging in, versus Teclis for the High Elves, a Ranger front line, and then the Fireborn and triple Shadow Walker Kite try and get some damage out. Cav engagements are down, an enfeebling foe plus Teclis helping and a Flock of Doom means that these Chaos Knights of Nurgle are going to have a bad time and they rout. Rangers fighting Pestigores. Rangers should be better suited for this. They're anti-infantry, non-armor piercing, versus the armor piercing being wasted on the Pestigores because the Pestigores are fighting Rangers who don't have any armor. Fireborn trying to get a little bit of a win on this side, but they're getting Sands of Sickness down by Epidemius. So they're going to get pushed off by the Chaos Knights of Nurgle pretty easily. And Nurgle is winning that northern fight handedly, while the southern fight is going a bit more to the High Elves. Dragon Prince is trying to peel the Chaos Chariots of Nurgle as the Shadow Walkers kite away. Teclis is still flying around. We also had the Angels of Decay Death's Head. Something horrible happened to them while I wasn't looking. It must have been Shadow Walker related. So they did take a lot of damage. But the Rangers are winning the front line as we predicted. The Pestigores, unfortunately, not running into any armor that they can really chew through. But the Nurgle Knights are on the backfield, and the Shadow Walkers do have to run away. Decent melee stats for them and pretty strong missile strength. They'll be okay, but still no infantry really likes getting charged down by heavy cav. And a Fate of Buna is out from Nurgle onto the Dragon Princes, taking them down just to make sure that there's no one left to stop these knights from rolling through the Shadow Walkers. One of the Shadow Walkers, its flag is caught up right here, but you can see most of the models are actually out here safe and sound. Teclis is fighting the Angels of Decay, who he thought they were so low that he would be able to take them out, but it looks like he is suffering quite a lot of damage for that trade, so it's not going his way. Potion of Troy tries to heal him up a little bit as he overcasted a Flock of Doom onto all these guys, but still, he's having a terrible time dealing with those Plague Drones. Beast of Nurgle is lumbering around, helping Pestigores deal with Rangers, and Epidemius is also helping out with those things. Shadow Walkers, all still very healthy, all have a good amount of ammunition left on them. That is really what's keeping the High Elves in the balance of power game here. As Nurgle is a bit more damaged overall, but they have more units, they can keep running things down. And Teclis really needs to hurry up and beat these Angels of Decay so we can get over here and help peel for the Shadow Walkers who are currently trying to save themselves. It's a tall task. Chariot of Nurgle looks like it's about to rout, but the Chaos Knights have found themselves one of the Shadow Walkers. Elsewhere, we have a bunch of Pestigores, but if Pestigores get to be all that they have left, they are unshielded, unarmored lads, I guess. Slow. Shadow Walkers can kite them out infinitely. So it really is down to this Chaos Knight and this Chariot to get a lot of damage out on other Shadow Walkers. And so far, that appears to be the case. Look at them go. They are chewing up these Shadow Walkers. So one Shadow Walker is about dead. Another one saves itself from the Chaos Chariot of Nurgle. Another one is kiting back towards the wall, but is currently shooting at the Chaos Sorcerer of Nurgle instead of at the Chaos Knights that are closing in. Still, the Angels of Decay have held Teclis here forever and got a whopping 2,600 value from kicking his ass over and over and over again. Another regrowth is cast onto Teclis to try and save himself, and he finally gets rid of those guys, but at what cost? Teclis is free to come back here, but in that time, he has lost one of his Shadow Walkers, another one is under threat, and these guys are about to just die as Dogs and Chaos Knights will come swooping down to take them out. So the game might be lost as Teclis spent forever fighting those Plague Drone RORs. Spirit Leech onto Teclis, just poking him a little bit. The Shadow Walkers try and make their way out, but they are kind of in a corner. It's tough for them to get away. And since they're up against the wall, it means as the dogs rout them, they will get chased right off the map. In a fit of desperation, Teclis is going to land Sands of Sickness out onto him as he also threw down a Potion of Croy on himself. He is trying to snipe out Epidemius. Maybe that can turn this game around. The Beast of Nurgle is nearby, killing off some Rangers. That's tough. I mean, Teclis can for sure outduel Epidemius all alone, but he is getting rear charged by a Sorcerer of Nurgle. And in the distance, the Shadow Walkers are doomed. So it looks like the High Elves are in dire straits right now. Maybe they can turn it around. Fecundity trying to heal up Epidemius. He does have 59 melee defense. Teclis only has 46 melee attack, so if Teclis isn't on his charge with his charge bonus, he will have a hard time hitting Epidemius. The Spirit Leech is going to whittle him down even further. His leadership tanks out. And as the Shadow Walkers have died, the balance of power has just shifted way too far away from the High Elves for them to be able to do very much here. And that is going to be GG. Epidemius and Nurgle take it. For Pigman, Epidemius 900 value. His Deathcaster got 2,600 for the Angels of Decay. Chaos Knights did fine. Chariot did okay as far as just peeling stuff goes. Pestigors struggled a little bit in this matchup just because their armor piercing was wasted versus the High Elves, but overall it was fine. For Rider of Rohan / Rider of Reaver's Mark, Shadow Walkers did not do a lot of damage, unfortunately. Dragon Princes and Teclis tried to peel for them for as long as they could, and Rangers honestly did okay for like the first time in their lives. But GG. Roar. Subscribe, yes, yes.